up, my guys? We are back. This is the Juice Box. It's daylight savings time season, guys and gals. Get your extra hour of sleep tonight. I know I will be enjoying it. Big Czar, what's up?
Is that tonight or Sunday
Well,
night?
I thought it was Saturday into Sunday.
Saturday into Sunday.
Everyone understood my point. Enjoy your extra hour of sleep.
Yes, I forgot the point. That's on me. That's on me.
Well, I was actually wrong because technically I was saying it was Sunday night, but it's Saturday night going into Sunday. Everyone knows what's going on. Enjoy that extra hour.
Whatever. Regardless, I'm excited for the extra. You know what I'm more excited for, other than the extra hour, is that, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it'll be light out in the morning.
Yes.
Now. Like on my way to work, I'm not going to be driving in the dark anymore.
It was absolutely impossible to wake up this week because even looking at my clock after hitting 5 snoozes at 7 and it's still being pitch black outside, I was like, I can't do it.
Sucks.
Dude, it just makes me think like how much like we really are animals. Like this time of year rolls around and all we want to do is sleep and eat. It's like we want to hibernate. Our bodies low-key want to hibernate. Right? Like that's exactly what I think
you're
about
right.
it.
I've noticed that fuck.
Fumble. Folk.
Party foul. I've noticed that I've started to eat a lot more in the last couple of weeks. Since
So have I.
So last week.
Yeah, I felt so hungry all week, and I literally felt so tired too. And like I said, waking up was literally impossible. I'm looking forward to the time change, but the only thing that's going to be super weird is like at 4 o'clock, 4:30 now, it's basically going to be pitch black.
Yeah, literally like getting home from work, probably got like an hour and a half longer of daylight. Then it's going to be actual dark.
And I swear, I know we touched on this a couple times, but people need to pay attention, dude, when it gets dark, because there's deer everywhere.
There are.
Deer, it's bad right now.
Well, I figured out why. Okay, so my buddy that I work with, we talk on the phone every day. It's so funny because he's like my best work friend, but you don't see anyone you work with, Jake. You know what I mean?
Correct.
But anyways, he's a big hunter, okay? And now's the time where the bucks are wanting to bang, chasing the does, and the does all jump out or running and jumping out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's it called? The rut, I think?
Whatever it's called. Rutting bucks, yeah. So like...
Yeah, rutting bucks.
So that's why there's so many deer just getting freaking crushed.
It's sad. Every back road, every interstate, every side road, every alley, every sand path has a lone deer just laying on the side.
Truly.
Got fucking destroyed.
Yep.
I almost hit one last week. It was one of those situations where just makes no sense, just runs right in front of you when it could just wait like 1 second, slammed on my brakes. Luckily, no car was coming this way. It just like did a skirt and its leg kicked out and it took off running and I was rattled the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I've sadly seen coming up the interstate twos, not so many. I've seen like 2 or 3 dead coyotes.
Same.
On the highway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like they must have been chasing deer or something like that and then just ended up getting crushed on the highway, which makes me very sad.
I've noticed that too because I'll drive by and be like, is that a dog?
Dude, yeah, Jake.
They look like dogs, dude.
Yeah.
That's literally why I'm like, oh, I'm seeing all these dead deer. And then there's been like 2 or 3 where I'm like, was that a dog? And then I look and I'm like, that was definitely a coyote. One of them was freaking huge.
Thick.
One of them was real big. I was like, damn, those things are massive.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a dog. You could like, once I looked at it real quick, I was like, yeah, like that's a wild animal, but it was really
Coyotes,
big.
you can breed coyotes with dogs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, coy dogs.
Wild.
Coy dogs,
Isn't that
they call 'em.
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
I've seen people like raise them and like let them in their house, which is equally as crazy.
You ever see people like that do the same with foxes?
Yeah.
I'd contemplate doing it with a fox, but I heard they're
so cute.
very high maintenance.
No, I
Are
can
they?
see it.
Aren't they like more rare? Like a lot more rare?
Yeah.
Here.
I mean,
I've only
to
seen,
see I've seen like a family once,
dude,
like in their place. They were
Yeah.
living for a while.
I've
but-
only seen the one that was like right back here.
Chilling
And I
out
didn't
there.
even,
Really
and
cool
I
to
didn't
see
even
one.
see it in person. I saw like the picture.
Yeah.
I spoke about it on here before, but it was one of the coolest moments of my life when I was driving up Rock Point Road, and I just looked to the left, and there was a fox with a groundhog in its mouth. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"This
yeah.
is nature right now."
Dude,
Like, it was pretty cool.
Did you guys ever? I'm trying to think of where it was. I want to say it was somewhere in New York or New Jersey. The video of the woman that was just like walking on the beach, like working out or something, and literally this coyote just runs up to her and just starts like harassing her, and she's like trying to fight it off, and she's freaking out, and it's caught on video because two guys that were out in a boat saw it was happening and went in and saved her because like it
Jeez.
wouldn't leave her alone. And they said that in that area, I guess people sometimes feed coyotes. So of course they're just getting smarter and they see humans and they run up being like, okay, feed me now.
Why would you feed a coyote?
Yeah,
I know,
that makes
dude.
no sense.
I can see pretty much every other animal but a fucking coyote.
And like she was interviewed and obviously she's like petrified as fuck. And I couldn't even imagine, you know how funny and fun like playful dogs are, but if it's a wild dog coyote, dude, I would have been literally shitting my pants.
Oh, I'd be scared.
scared.
I'd be scared.
shitless.
Like I grew up playing in the woods.
Yeah.
Was spent a
Mhm.
lot of time in the woods, but
Same.
never had like an animal encounter.
That's
like-
so weird
like-
you say that. It's
It-
true.
It is true.
Yeah.
But
Right?
like it's something, at least me, I never thought about anything dangerous when I was a little kid
No,
happening.
ever.
You know what I mean?
I still think about that daily. You never thought about.
I
shit
never
like that
thought
as a
about anything
kid.
happening. Like we
Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go do this and
Yeah.
do that, and I'm good. I'm cool.
we scaled the freaking mountain back here. Like we walked
Mhm.
all the way up to Bethlehem from our old house. Like me and my neighborhood friend Anthony, we would literally like walk up all the way up to Bethlehem and just like freaking scale the hills. I'm like, what?
And now
It's
my
crazy. Like
dumbass walks outside and I'm like, is there a fucking bobcat gonna get me somewhere? Is this deer gonna fucking come? Like I'm so paranoid now of animals versus, like you said, it just like popped a memory in my head because we would just walk throughout
yeah,
these woods all the time
Yeah.
as kids. Young kids, never in a million years did I ever think like, oh, I might run into a bear or oh, I might run into a coyote. You just don't think about it. And now if I was going through the woods, I would attract them because it would sense a nervous motherfucker walking through the woods.
Dude, I a few weeks ago I asked Brooke I asked her, I was like, hey, let's go take a hike in the woods behind my parents' house, like before the weather turns. Like one last time, because I haven't done it in forever. And I bet I still know the woods like the back of my hand. Like there's trails all carved out. Like we built a bunch of fucking like forts and stuff down there, all this shit. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, if we go do that though, I'm gonna tell her to bring her pistol with her just in case.
yeah.
Yeah.
And why am I thinking that way? Like my whole childhood, I didn't have a fucking pistol on me to go through the woods.
Yeah. Dude,
Like, why am I thinking that way now?
I wish there was literally like a drink or a vitamin that you could take to block out that nervousness and give you your kid brain.
yeah.
Like
Dude, like a limitless pill,
Look-
except it turns you into a child.
Yeah, because you didn't care. You'd run up and talk to anybody. You'd start a conversation with anybody. You'd play like funny jokes in front of people not caring. Like you didn't have a care in the world. And I wish I could just take
Yeah.
that energy
Uh-huh.
and just dip it in me right now.
Bro,
Be
the
sick.
biggest one for me that I think about is the ocean. Like, yeah, we all love the ocean and playing in the ocean, but like I was a little child and like getting absolutely demolished by waves and like like getting dragged by like currents and shit, just under the water in the ocean, just like chilling, having a good time, not thinking I'm about to die.
I'm dead ass.
It's like crazy. It's like what I don't know.
I'm dead ass fucked now because when your kid or my kid wants to go out and play in the ocean, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place because I love doing it as a little kid, hate it now,
Yeah.
petrified now. And I couldn't imagine being out there worrying about myself and just taking care of my kids that are flying on fucking boogie boards all the way down the fucking ocean.
I'm fucking excited for it. That's the one constant that's remained in my life. I still just go in the ocean and just get that shit kicked out of me and just love it. I fucking
I
love
have a
it.
great time too.
I absolutely
Dude, I
love the
love
wave.
getting it's the way I love the waves. It's just I always think about sharks now. Like
Yeah,
always.
Shark Week. You guys watch
I
Shark Week?
always think about
Oh,
sharks.
Here's the thing
Good
about
time.
Shark Week. Shark Week used to be awesome.
It's
Now
all
it's very fake and repetitive.
Dude, I know. Not all, but a lot of it is just you literally can see that this is not real.
There's a lot of fabrication on
Yeah.
it these days, and a lot of stuff that's just been repeated. Like Shark Week needs an overhaul, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, the reason I bring it up is because that moment is where I officially got scared to go in the ocean.
I don't even know what the moment was.
I know that was it. I never used to watch Shark Week ever, and then one summer I randomly watched it, and that point on, I was like, I'm never going in the water again.
you watch any shark movies like besides Jaws?
Oh, yeah, that one 2 of them are real good. The one with Mandy Moore, 47 meters down or something like that.
Sharknado.
I've never seen Sharknado. And then the
Never
one
have either.
and then the one with Blake Lively.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know that one.
They're both really good.
It-
I haven't seen Sharknado.
so
Need to
I,
watch it.
on YouTube recently, like sometimes you just get random shit in your feed. You know what I mean? And recently, I've been getting all these clips from the movie called The Meg.
Oh yeah, with
Yeah,
it's
Jason
like-
Statham.
It's like a
heard of it.
megalodon.
I might have seen like half of it.
Dude,
before.
it's got, for whatever reason, has like a good fucking cast to it.
It does.
Like it's got good actors in it, but it's a ridiculous movie. It's a think of Jaw, like the size of the shark from Jaws times like 20. It's literally like it's insane.
It's the
And
Megalodon.
it's the most ridiculous fucking like scenes and stuff you'd ever see. It's
Wha-
pretty
Yeah.
comical
Check it out,
but
yeah.
crazy.
Why is it like the big like actiony movies like that get like the banging cast? Like every big
'Cause
action
they
movie.
always do well.
It's like
no
Jason-
matter how
yeah.
dumb it is, like people are gonna go
Yeah,
watch.
'cause
Yeah.
people just like to see that. They get off on it.
It's like
almost.
Jason Statham or The Rock or frickin' John Cena now.
Dude,
or-
like Jason Statham has done like every action movie you could fucking think of.
I
Like
know.
type of action movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw a real life video yesterday. I don't know how recent it was, but it was one of those drone footage things. And there's this guy, he's out there just swimming back and forth for exercise. Like he's not fucking around. He's swimming and he goes and he does his lap and it's very clear water. And all of a sudden you just see this giant great white pop up and
God.
start swimming behind him. He has no idea. He's just backstroking, and luckily, by the grace of God, it just veered off and went another direction.
Ye-
And I could not imagine getting off the beach, somebody running up to me and saying, "Hey, you need to watch what just happened to you. This giant shark literally came out of the clouds, and all of a sudden, just decided by the grace of God that you weren't dinner today."
I don't know.
Ugh, fuck.
There's one clip that always sticks from me from Shark Week. I don't know if they still show it. Like when I used to watch Shark Week every year, like was real into it. That was like fucking mid 2000s, I'd say. It's been that long. But there was one. It wasn't drone footage because drones didn't exist back then. It was footage from a helicopter, and it's like these people were like partying in a. It's the ocean, but it's like a cove, maybe is what you
Okay.
call it. You know, like an area where the ocean breaks off and it's kind of calm.
Yep.
And you can kind of just float your boat in there and swim. This fucking massive great white was attacking this woman. Like everyone had got out, and it's like overhead footage shot of it, of her like struggling. She survives. I think she
Fuck.
lost a leg or an arm or something. But it's just terrifying. Like if that clip doesn't make you scared of sharks, then I don't know what will, because it's fucking just terrifying.
The only part that I was scared in the ocean, and like I was young, and again, you don't think of like bad things happening, but like I got crushed by a wave, and then I think there was like a rip current or whatever underneath. So like I went to come up after like being underwater for a minute and then I got caught again and like flipped. So you have to like wait till that passes. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And you can't. You're like
can't-
struggling. You
Uh-huh.
want to breathe, but you have to wait. And then I was like, that's not as fun. That's something like exists, but you like forget until it happens, and then once it does, it was like that was pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, always shakes you a little bit.
It's always wild too if you walk down and just sit on the beach in like an evening or something right before or after, like during a storm, when the waves are all crazy and it creates like those sand walls. And remember the steps that it created.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the ocean's crazy, and it's wild to think that the waves have to do with the moon.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I recently like heard that fact, and I was like, that just doesn't make any sense to me.
The moon's gravitational pull or whatever is pulling the wave.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
You sounded intelligent.
That's
so-
what it is. It's like kind of like, right?
Yeah.
That's,
No,
the moon's
exactly what it is.
gravitational
The-
pull.
The gravitational pull causes the
So
whatever
here's-
way what do they call it? The tide
Yeah.
is going. Yeah.
So do we feel both? Are we feeling pulls up too? Like we have our gravity down here, but we feel the moon's a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if the
I
moon
get what
wasn't
you're
there?
saying.
Would we be like all shorter and like heavier and like harder to move?
I don't know, because of our axis. I think maybe not, or the way it's.
But like, why is it moving the water but not us?
Well, and that's
Like, why does it affect just the water? You know?
and here's another crazy
Whoa.
thing. It's like space literally does nothing for us. Like nothing to do with space other than asteroids really deal with the Earth except water. Like the
well,
moon.
the sun.
Well, so the sun heats us up, but I'm saying like in terms of movement and things, literally the moon all of a sudden is just like, yeah, I'm trying to get in this party. I'm going to control your guys' water
Yeah,
waves move
like-
back and forth. Why?
Well, just think about the. I think every planet
I don't
has
know.
moons. Some have multiple.
Yeah, Jupiter's got
Many-
67.
many
right?
moons.
I mean, I don't know that you might be right. I just think that's just the whole concept is wild.
It's bonkers, and we don't like
it's freaking
I
bonkers.
can't fathom it because like the universe is apparently infinite and ever expanding. Like it continues to grow every day. Like the universe gets bigger. How weird is it that like you get these planets that can like
79.
ours obviously can host life. Some of them have shown evidence of like microorganisms or whatever, but then like so you get the planet that supports life and then a moon, and it all works in this like very like exact
Perfect way.
How
rotation.
yeah.
Like
crazy is it?
yeah, like the moon orbits us, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then we in the moon orbit the sun.
Yeah.
but
Like
we're
what?
with a perfect distance between each.
Right.
So like
If anything was fucked up,
if you were in space and like took off your suit, I'm pretty sure it's true that half your body would burn to death and the other half would freeze to death simultaneously from each side.
wow.
Would
Whoa.
you try it just to feel the feeling if you knew
Maybe.
you would survive? Like
If you knew you would survive,
you would have to go through the exact pain.
No.
no,
that
it'd be
was
zero
fucking
for-
awful.
No, but then you would come back to Earth and then you would be normal. It's like an experience. It's like, hey, who wants to go into space and get ripped apart by the moon and the sun? Then you get to
And then
come back down.
Just be reincarnated.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna
mundane,
say no.
stupid life on Earth.
It's
I don't know.
kind of just like the redneck run for me. Happy I did it once.
Yeah.
I
Never
think
again.
I think I would want to go do it once just so I could be like, I did it.
I mean, try everything once, but that's a bit much.
I'm the only human to be lit on fire and freeze to death at the same
at
time.
the same time.
Yeah, you got struck by lightning, pussy. I got fucking ripped
You
apart
have
by
no
space.
idea.
I got. Yeah.
No, but it's kind of a good segue because you're talking about planets and things. I didn't realize that we saw Eternals last night, the new Marvel movie, and that has a lot to do with exactly what we were just talking about in terms of it. And of course, in the Marvel world, but it explains planets and like why people orbit or are on planets and things like that. So it's a pretty fucking good movie.
That was really good.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Did Jon Snow and Robb Stark have scenes together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was.
That's great.
You want to know the crazy? No. That's not even the craziest part. So the main girl's name in this movie's name is Cersei.
I was just gonna say, don't tell me it's Cersei.
It's
What? Oh
so
my God.
you have Jon Snow and Robb Stark talking to this girl, calling her Cersei. I'm like, dude, this is trippy.
Yeah, dude, I would like to see. There's got to be good outtakes from this movie of them acknowledging the fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or like getting into the accent on accident.
Yeah.
Watch.
I couldn't help myself, but as soon as they were first put on the screen, at the same time, I'd not loud, but I did say it out loud. I was like, "King of the North!"
Yeah.
Like
I don't want it. I
Yeah,
don't want it.
I don't want it.
It was hard not to think about that, but it was a very, very good movie. It's cool to see him in the MCU because they both pretty much have like they're going to be in it for the long haul. It seems.
Oh yeah, it does seem
Cool.
like they're setting up their characters for a long
I
time.
definitely want to see that just for the cast alone. It's
Dude,
got a great cast.
It was
Dude.
really good. I mean,
it's got a really good cast.
yeah. It was long, but it was like a really good movie. But it was different than as I thought it was different than all the Marvel movies. Like,
100%.
it had a lot of DC vibes to it, but like I loved it.
Does any other Marvel characters have cameos in it, or is it just all about the Eternals?
No, there's no existing. They say their names
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the preview they talk about
Yeah, like other.
I forget who, but I remember
They
them.
say like Iron Man
Iron,
and
yeah.
Thor,
yeah,
Cap.
they say that, but no, you don't see any of them.
Yeah, and it's cool, and not a knock on Shang-Chi because the movie was great, but and spoiler alert, but the first after credit scene has people that have been in projects before. This one was cool because it had 2 after credit scenes, and it's still just all introductions to new characters. And like JT said, it wasn't the traditional. I don't even know how to explain it, but it wasn't the traditional Marvel movie.
It seemed like Marvel just came out. Like it seemed like this is like the begin, which
Like
it makes sense.
Like the first Marvel movie.
Yeah, it seems like
Exactly.
that's what it seems like, which it makes sense because it is kind of starting like a whole new thing.
And I know
But,
some
like,
people
Yeah,
probably won't like this, but I found it cool. There was a lot of DC name dropping too. Like they said like Batman, and they said when the kid ran up, he's like, "Oh my gosh, Dad, there's Superman! I
Yeah.
saw him on TV flying around with the cape." And like he makes a joke saying like, "I don't wear a cape." And then the other guy's like, "Oh, what? You want me to start calling you Clark Kent now?" Like
Yeah,
it was weird.
It was cool.
There was a
So is that the first Marvel MCU movie to actually like acknowledge
think
that
so.
exists?
it was so cool.
Yeah, and the kid that you see in a real quickly, like he's holding a Star Wars comic book, which is so cool. I was
So,
like,
man,
that's cool.
they're really integrating it all these days.
But I don't think that. I think maybe like the kid said, "Oh, it's Superman," as in like he's seen Superman like shows.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think he meant like Superman is in that world.
yeah,
a
yeah,
hundred
You know what I
100%.
mean?
right. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it'd be like our world right now is the actual Marvel universe, and we like watch DC movies on TV.
Yeah,
That
it was
kinda
it
thing.
was just cool because it was just refreshing. Like
it was
JT
really,
said,
it was really good.
completely different. The cast was absolutely phenomenal. They all meshed incredible together. Shout out the chick from Crazy Rich Asians, Cersei. She's
She's
hot,
very
dude.
very attractive.
She's so hot.
Well, speaking of Star Wars, quick little anecdote or fun fact. I was watching a show last night, and I've seen it on Netflix for a while. I've just never clicked on it yet. It was called The Toys That Made Us. Have you guys seen that on there?
I've seen that on there.
It's just like it's like 4 episodes. There's 3 seasons, 4 episodes a season, and like each episode just breaks down like one of the most popular toy brands or something like from a certain time period. So there was one episode on Star Wars, and I found this fact to be fucking crazy. They said that the Star Wars movies have like to this point grossed around $7 billion. They said the toys have more than doubled that.
Whoa!
Dang.
Wow!
Since
wow.
Star Wars came
That's
out
a
in the
lot.
late 70s, the toys for Star Wars have more than doubled what the movies have made. That's insane.
That is
very
insane. Do you think most of the money's been made spread out over time, or do you think
yeah.
a bulk of it was when like they first came out because that's what you did when you were a kid was play with toys?
I mean, just with the way that the movies have been released, it's definitely was spread out. So like you had like the original trilogy, then the prequel trilogy, and then the new one. So you have to think during all three of those time periods, there was probably a boom in sales.
especially
But
1
obviously,
through 6.
obviously those toys were still selling in the meantime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's definitely probably a boom during those times. But
Dang, that's hard for me to think about
dude, that's
because they're not like real expensive. They're just
no,
toys.
that's insane.
Maybe I'll just start buying them again, like Steve Carell and 40-Year-Old Virgin, and just have them all over my house.
Like figurine, like action
Yeah.
figures. That'd be cool.
Hasbro has the rights now to the Star Wars figures, and they also have the rights now to all the Power Rangers figures as well.
Damn.
Some pretty cool action figure lines if you're into that stuff.
Boba Fett trailer was fire.
It was
you-
fire.
yeah.
I'm excited.
Was that Mandalorian's voice in it for a little bit? I thought it was
At what
like a voiceover.
Yeah.
Like I know Boba was talking the majority of the time, but I swear there was just a point where, like, Mandalorian said something.
I think it was in the very beginning, I feel like, and then it switched to Boba's voice.
I could be wrong.
What vibes are we getting from this show? I think it's going to be kind of like a fucking like. I think it's going to feel a little bit like a mafia.
Now, I was
type
just about to
show.
say like a mob show because he's like the new boss. That's exactly what I was going to say.
And that's is that Jabba the Hutt seat?
Yeah, he
yeah.
took he took that over.
Yeah, I got incredible vibes from that, and I did exactly what you just said. I got the Mafia vibes. As soon as I watched it, I was like, this is gonna be like a sick ass Mafia-esque type show.
Yeah,
Which this is another thing that just kind of dawned on me how crazy this moment is, this show, and how Mando season 2 ended with like the little preview for this.
mm-hmm.
Think about how crazy it is. The Hutts and Jabba the Hutt like have been around forever. Like the Hutts are talked about in the prequel trilogy.
Yeah,
we know Jabba the Hutt's like the main ruler of that area in the original trilogy. Like we finally just saw the end of the Hutts.
yeah.
I think that's kind of crazy. They went that direction.
No,
And
I
it's
agree.
Boba Fett.
It's sick.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I saw also like coming up sometime in November is I can't remember if it's Disney Plus Day or Disney Day, but they announced like on that day sometime in November they said another Star Wars trailer is coming out, and I'm like that has to be
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, dude. Oh god,
Can't
Just
wait.
give me the trailer.
I literally that's all I just want to see the
Yeah.
trailer.
just wanna
Like that's
see
what I just want to
him
see.
as Obi-Wan again.
Yeah, I want to hear a lightsaber ignite. Like I just want to hear his voice, Darth Vader breathing. Like
Are you a Star Wars guy?
I am. I've seen all the movies, and I like took a break. I think I saw Rogue One. Maybe that was the only of the newer ones I had seen. So one Sunday I watched like all the newer ones, but I'm not like as knowledgeable. I had to look stuff up, and I like got confused sometimes. So not to talk about it like you guys, but I'm definitely into it. I'm very entertained by it. I just don't know it as well.
Yeah, I love it, but they definitely know way more than I do.
Yeah.
Like out of the two, like I'm more dialed in terms of names and stuff of the MCU versus Star Wars. But it's so refreshing to see that Disney's just taking off and just
Oh,
running
absolutely.
with
Yeah,
all these shows.
dude.
When I was in the middle
Yeah.
of the newer ones, they like referenced Palpatine and whatever. I was like, "Who the fuck is Palpatine?" Like I
Yeah.
can't, I stuff like that. I just can't remember.
Yeah.
Even huge parts like that, it takes me a minute.
no, I gotcha. I think I've just seen them all a million times.
Too many times.
Yeah, that's why it's like.
Just
yeah.
literally, I'm going through Mandalorian again right now.
And I have this thing like, you know how like all you guys, everyone in Greg's group text like knows every sports player like that ever existed in the history of life, and like I don't have that in my part of the brain, but I have that part of the brain with like movie characters and actors and shit. So it's like,
Yeah, it just depends.
yeah, I know.
what
It's
you're into.
yeah,
That's like, you want to know what I spent a lot of my time in college doing?
What?
Literally getting stoned, watching movies and TV shows, but then like the majority of the time I'd sit fucking on like Wikipedia just going through the cast lists and the actors and
Dude.
being like, oh, this guy, oh, that guy was in this and this and that. Like,
I can't tell you how many times I've typed a movie in Google and said cat, like typed in whatever movie cast and just read the
Yeah,
cast.
I'm real late, like with books more too.
Yeah.
Like, what if I read a book, I'll like look up everything that's ever been written like,
Yeah.
about the book and the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest would have been I was obsessed with Game of Thrones. Still am. I'm excited for the spin-off show to start. But like I spent an unhealthy amount of time like going through like the you know how some TV shows and movies have like their own personalized wiki.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
they'll call like the Star
Definitely.
Wars one's called Wikipedia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I would spend so much time on the Game of Thrones one just
It's-
diving in, and it's crazy how much like more detail there is to the books and the backstory, and like so that's why I think for a lot of people the show ended like in a disappointing way because you thought all this stuff was going to get implemented into the show and then it just didn't.
Well, dude, that's why I'm really, really scared for the new Spider-Man movie because you have, I mean, all these big time like Marvel influencers on TikTok like saying like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, they're 100% in the movie. Like they're 100%, like it's confirmed. When realistically, it's not confirmed anywhere. You know what I mean? It's just all these speculations and all these leaks, quote unquote leaks of shit. And I'm worried like if they're not in it, it's so many people are going to be mad
Yeah.
about it. Like I'm fine. I'll be fine if they're not in it. Do I want them in it? Yes.
I understand the anger, but like that's what's fun. You
But-
know what I
it's
mean?
definitely- it's
like,
so
when you
fun.
have those big universes.
Oh, it's
like
yeah,
and that's how like I'm a really big Stephen King fan. That's how he is too.
yeah.
Like there's whole wikis and like everything
Yeah,
ties
it's
in
so
together.
fun, yeah.
Like what makes you like what the fuck qualifies you to be a Marvel influencer?
When I say that,
like where, but
That's
like,
a good
but like
point.
you're right. That's technically what they are.
well, no, the only reason I say that on TikTok is because like there's this dude I follow like religiously. His name on TikTok is Soups, like Superman, but Soups. He's got like he's got like 2 million followers. So it's just like he has a large following
Right.
and everyone kind of listens to what he says about all this Marvel news. And like he's so famous to the point now where like he gets invited to all like the premieres, like the red carpet stuff
Right.
for all the new Marvel shit. So you know what I mean? It's just like,
So I guess you got to consider him somewhat credible.
oh yeah,
But man,
he's
like,
not just like
he's
some-
gonna look dumb if they aren't in the movie.
That's why I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
like seeing this.
You're
like,
screwed.
yeah.
once you screw
yeah,
up
like
something
that's a
that.
big hit on your
yeah,
reputation.
I know. So that makes me. I hope they're
Well,
in it.
the only thing that really makes me laugh is every interview that Andrew Garfield's in. Every time he gets asked about it, he panics.
Yeah,
and,
he does.
and he doesn't know what to say, and he's really bad. And even if he's not in it, he's awful
Oh no.
at answering any of the questions. And then you have these videos of Tobey Maguire just walking around Central Park, and kids will walk up to him and be like, "Toby, are you in Spider-Man?" And he just looks at him and he's like, "I'm in the movie." Like
But then
he's
no,
just walking around.
That is so. That's
he's
yeah.
just walking around town telling everybody that he's in it.
It's so true.
So
like,
it's so funny how both of them are handling it completely different.
yeah. Andrew Garfield is getting so much heat from everyone. Like he was on freaking Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and getting asked about this new movie, and Tobey Maguire is just walking around and people are asking him like, "Hey, are you in this movie?" And he's just like, "Yeah."
I love Tobey Maguire, dude. He's awesome.
But like
Yeah,
then
he's-
again,
fucking love him, dude.
then again though, is he trolling?
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
He could be
You know,
very well
I
trolling.
was having
like,
a thought about this movie. Maybe it was this morning, actually. What if they give us like a fourth iteration of Spider-Man
Oh,
in the movie?
Here's the theory. Do you want to say it?
I don't know if we're gonna say the
All
same
right,
thing.
you go first.
They didn't announce what the movies are, but there are two. They've announced that they're making two more, not for years to come, like in years and years, but they like officially announced like two more Spider-Man movies.
Because here's the thing. This is the last movie contracted in the actual MCU. So this is the last movie of the home trilogy where we know 100% that this is in the MCU timeline. And I'm sure they'll extend it, but it's still the last one. Sony is making their Spider-Verse, which is the Venoms, which is the Dr. Morbius that's coming out, which is there'll be Spider-Man will be in all those. And then they just announced, like JT said, 2 unnamed movies in that Spider-Verse. So a lot of people are now reaching and drawing to conclusions, which I could see it that after this movie comes, where they're all allegedly in the movie together, that we're going to get a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4 and an Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 3, because they will all be able to exist and coincide together in this universe.
I was thinking that they might put Miles Morales on the big screen.
Oh, dude. See, that's a whole other thing. Like, I'm excited because
Did
they
you
are.
see Jonathan Davis's Halloween picture? And then a lot of people, quote unquote, saw him on set for the new recording. The dude from Outer Banks,
Oh, Pope. Oh, that would be sick.
he wore a Miles Morales legit thing for Halloween, and then there was a picture right next to it of him in that costume with a mask on, like he was at a movie set.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting Miles Morales.
Yeah, I
100%.
And what I would love too is if they would somehow mix it in with this new movie where Miles Morales is in his cartoon universe and he gets sucked through something, and then he pops out in
love when that stuff
human
happens.
live action form. And I would be like, I love life so much.
That'd be
Like-
that'd be really sick.
How
if they
cool would
did
that be?
That'd
Like,
be awesome.
yeah. So like his, how multiverse, blah blah blah. Like their universe he's in is just animated, and then he
Yeah.
gets sucked through the multiverse into live action.
You can tell they're feeling the heat though, because Kevin
Oh.
Feige came out and was like, everybody needs to like
Hire
kind
me.
of relax on the hype, because I don't want people to go in thinking basically the Thrones effect. I just
like,
wish you would
don't
have said it.
don't disappoint. Like you don't want to
Exactly.
disappoint yourself. I get it. 100% get that. I really do. But like, what do you expect? Like the internet's the internet. These rumors start. In my opinion, I'd say Spider-Man is Marvel's most famous superhero. That's
Yeah.
just my opinion.
I
No,
agree.
I agree
I would say
100%.
when I think like top three superheroes ever, like not just Marvel. I think Spider-Man is like just a famous
I think it's Spider-Man and Batman and
and
Superman.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
I mean, there's got to be the
They're the
top
biggest three, yeah.
in terms of fame.
yeah.
So, like, what do you expect? Like, people latch onto this; they're huge Spider-Man fans. Like, it's just what's going to happen.
No, and I agree, and that's one reason too where I'm making sure that, because I know I'm gonna love it regardless.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to go in there telling
Yeah.
myself all this stuff's gonna happen, but I truly, there's just been so many leaked pictures that people say are CGI and not real that look like legit set pictures, to where I'm convinced that they're in it. And I read a spoiler thing today that I guess people think that they're going to be in it for most of the movie. Like it's going to be those three for most of the
Like
time.
a large portion.
Yeah.
And
That's
we're going to
'cause when the
start with an
trailer
Uncle
came
Ben
out-
quote. Or
When the
something.
trailer came out, that's what a lot of people said. They were like, "What you just saw in the trailer was only like the first 2 minutes of the movie." Like they pulled clips from like the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
5 minutes of the
Yeah,
movie.
you can even tell, even with the pictures that they're releasing, it's like all the same scene.
On the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Shout out
bridge,
Morning
yeah.
Milk.
yeah. It's like, oh god, I love
And the
it.
creators' like hands are always so tied too, because what are they gonna do? Say they're not in it, and then no one
Yeah.
will go see it. Then you know what I
Exactly.
mean? The box office
Mhm.
declines.
That's a good point.
But
That's a
know,
really good
so
point.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was one of those guys, I would literally hide until the movie came out. Like
well,
I
that's
wouldn't
yeah, what the Thrones guys did.
I wouldn't go anywhere. I'd be like,
I
sorry.
question a lot of the like, not so much Marvel, maybe some of their older ones, but I think they've gotten better with their trailers. I do, but like I still sit here and heavily question the last Star Wars trailer for the final Skywalker, like episode 9, whatever.
There's no reason why they needed to drop Palpatine's voice. in it.
Yeah, I just don't.
Oh.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. No, I know.
I heavily question that. Like, I know exactly why Disney did it. Just for money. Like, they wanted to just be
Star
like, oh, I'm
Wars
going to
is-
drop this big bombshell and get more people to flood the theater. But it's like, in
feel
the
like you're
long
gonna
run,
get that
in the
anyway.
long run, you take away from it. Yeah, exactly. Have faith in your brand,
And
that like
name,
Star
like,
Wars
it's gonna
is
do
gonna
well.
sell out anyways.
That just
Yeah.
goes to show you how worried they really were because people hated The Last
exactly.
Jedi.
Well,
That's
that-
exactly
yeah,
what it was.
yeah,
There
I
was so
agree.
much backlash over The Last Jedi that you're right. They were very worried about ticket sales,
Which is
clearly.
crazy to think because, like you just said, it is Star Wars. Like the name alone. Well, but that's it. They were that worried because people hated that one scene. And I know a lot of
I
people.
know.
Freaking Princess
I mean,
Leia.
that was the
it's
worst scene
bad.
I've ever seen, bro.
Pretty
Mary
much the
Poppins.
worst. I think that's the worst scene in all the Star Wars movies.
Oh,
Oh,
100%.
I was like, what is happening right now?
yeah.
100%. I looked over at Jacko. I went and saw Jacko, and he's just narked.
Narc sauce.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, dude. Yeah, no, fuck. I feel you with the trailers though, because that's one thing I've recently learned, and I've heard it from somewhere. Normally, trailers are like the first 10, 15 minutes of a movie. They just cut all that shit up, and I even saw it last night with the Eternals. Like so to see all that action that's going on in the trailer makes you think like, dude, if that's the beginning, this whole movie is going to be complete chaos.
Right.
So I don't know, but I want to applaud you, bro. Your blog this week was so funny, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate
How did you think of that? How did you brainstorm that idea?
I have no idea. Like that's just one of those things you're like laying down, you just have like the weirdest, like I wrote, like you just have the weirdest thought you've ever thought.
Dude, because I saw it and like read it, and I was like, this is fucking hysterical. I never would have thought.
I think I was just sitting like drinking one night and like just trying to think of ideas. And I at least have always heard about how much alcoholics writers were in that time. And I was just like, what would they be like in the club? I don't know. I just researched it.
That is a really funny idea. I started to read it. I didn't get to finish it. Like I said, busy fucking week at work. I'm gonna finish it, but I'm glad to know that it's got good reception.
Yeah, definitely. I liked how it turned out.
But all your stuff's been good, so
I appreciate it. I started on another one. I'm about 60% done.
Let's
This
go.
one might be a little bit funnier if I could finish it.
Let's go, dude. Yeah, and then completely random, but I don't know if you guys saw when you open Instagram now at the bottom it used to say like buy Facebook, and now it says buy Meta. It actually
Right.
has Meta on the Instagram now, real quick.
Facebook?
No, Instagram does. Like if you open up your Instagram app real fast,
Yeah.
like shut it off and then open it back up, the bottom says from Meta when it pops up.
Oh, it does. Wow.
Which caught me off guard
Mine
completely.
still says from Facebook.
Oh, you probably got to update the app
From Meta.
from Meta. Dude, just keep it. Maybe it'll be like a Flappy Bird
Yeah.
type thing.
I still have Flappy Bird.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I bought like 6 different metaverse cryptocurrencies in hopes to just
There you
become a
go.
millionaire.
Dude,
off of
I respect your hustle with all this
Dude,
stuff.
I've been grinding.
I'm just too mad about hearing about it. Like all these people that bought stuff for like those NFTs.
Dude, it's
and they're
crazy.
like million, and it
it's-
just pisses me off.
And it's real. Like, this is actually happening.
I understand.
It's like so crazy to me.
Where are you buying metaverse tokens?
Well, you can buy. There's some of them on. No, I don't want to call them metaverse tokens. It's just, which I can't explain it all because I'm not as smart as G Page. But there's just a lot of these coins that are have some kind of function like for the metaverse. Some of them are Coinbase. Some you have to go through a long process, which I've finally figured out how to do it in a timely manner. Like, there's a lot of them you have to like. You have to get a Binance account. You have to buy BNB,
Mhm.
Smart Chain. You have to send it to a wallet.
Right.
Then you have to go on Pancake Swap, connect your wallet, swap the BNB for something, and then send it back to your
Yeah,
wallet.
and that's just like
It is a process, but
you
luckily
confused me with the first part.
I got it down pat now. But like, I don't know. I have fun with them. And like, I've just been kind of switching different things around. I haven't been like dumping more money into it because I had a bunch of Ethereum. I still do. And I'm kind of moving it around a little bit. And then I just realized I've been doing it for like 3 hours. And I'm like, I need to take a break. I have fun. I have fun with it.
I
I don't
can't
like the hustle
I
at
can't
all.
wait till when you call me one day and you're like, I'm a crypto millionaire. Fuck
Dude.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. It can very possibly happen because it happens to people all the time now. It's crazy.
Yeah, what did you? The Sheba was the last one.
Yeah, Shiba. I have some Shiba. I have 10 million Shiba, but
Damn.
but they're so cheap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and I didn't realize Dogecoin has been around for like years.
Wow. Yeah.
And
Has
it's,
it really?
Yeah, it's been like 5 years or something like that.
I had no idea.
So you see how long it took that to get where it is, but like imagine 5
Bought
years
in.
from now, Shiba is a penny.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, everyone's like, JT, you're so stupid, but like, I don't care.
What's 10 million pennies? Is that $1 million?
Yeah, they're 10 million would be 100. 10 million pennies. Wow, we're stupid. 100,000. 10 cents would be $1 million.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
I'm not even gonna try.
I'm horrible.
And then a
I'm
dollar
horrible
would
at
be
math, so
10
I'm-
million,
I'm
yeah.
really not embarrassed.
You guys could have told me that it would have been like $1 billion, and I would have been like, "You're
Sounds
right.
good.
You're right. Sounds great."
yeah. Good.
So, did you guys see that a couple of days ago was National Sandwich Day?
I
in
did
the
not
US?
see that. Dang it. That
No.
sounds like a great day though.
It does. I made a little list. What do you guys think of the best sandwiches?
Okay.
So
I like that.
this is a broad thing. Like
It's
best.
so, and
are we
I
counting our burgers, sandwiches?
I discounted burgers.
Okay, no burgers. That's fair.
So it's like
because
a chicken sandwich.
That's my number one. Is a
I was
chicken
gonna say,
sandwich.
I'm gonna put a little twist on it and say like a buffalo chicken sandwich is probably my number one.
yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, my favorite. I think number one. I swear I like chicken, but I'm a sucker for a good Reuben.
See,
I
yeah.
don't know if you
Do-
guys like Reubens.
Do you want to hear my list?
Yeah,
yeah,
'Cause I'm
yeah.
a huge sandwich guy.
Let's go. Let's go.
And these are my favorite. So 1, I had the chicken sandwich. 2, I had the Italian hoagie
Okay.
because I'm a huge Italian guy. 3, the Reuben. 4, the club, which can be ham or turkey or both. And then 5, I had pulled pork.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, dude.
Pulled pork's gotta be up there for me big time.
And dude,
Okay, can I split this off for a second before I give my
yeah.
answer to the sandwich question?
Yes.
What is your guys' favorite barbecue style?
Cool. Like
speaking
city.
of a pulled pork, because like you can get like Kansas City barbecue, like Carolina barbecue, then you got like
To be
and
honest,
basically they all just use different sauces.
I don't know if I'm cultured enough.
I don't think I am.
But
So,
I
like,
like
Kansas
the
City,
sweet,
so you
like
the
lighter
sweet.
sauce. Probably is my.
So like the Carolinas use like a vinegar based
Right.
sauce down there. Kansas City is known for like it's more of like a hotter barbecue sauce.
Quick side note: I tried to make my own barbecue sauce because we were making wings one night, and it was not very good. It was like
you actually tried to make a scratch barbecue
yeah,
sauce.
like molasses and like
That's cool.
saute
That's,
or-
that's cool. I've never
or
tried that.
simmering for an hour, and it was not very good.
Oh,
Damn.
that's fun.
I think I
Damn.
got a bad recipe. Sorry to interrupt, but I was very
No, I
disappointed.
mean that's cool. I cook a lot and like I try to make my own shit a lot. I've never tried to make a barbecue sauce.
No.
I might have to.
because some people that like roast stuff and their sauce is so good,
Yeah.
and I've never been able to recreate it.
I think I'd like when I think of like what sauce would I want on like pulled pork, it'd be like a sweeter barbecue probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I truthfully, I'm gonna say like a spicier barbecue.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
That's what I lean towards.
Yeah, there's nothing better for me dipping sauce everything when you do a honey barbecue and sriracha.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you mix that up like that to me is the
I love
greatest.
some spiciness. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
My favorite combination, I'm a huge fan of taking just a base barbecue sauce and you mix it with hot sauce.
oh
yeah,
yeah, it sounds
good
yeah.
too.
That's fire. But you know what we should do? This is making me think. We should all get together as the Juice Box. We should go up to the Rib Fest on Labor Day in Pittsburgh. I think where were we for Labor Day this year? Weren't we all out? of town?
We were at the beach,
Yeah.
Is that normally when you guys are at the beach?
but I don't think we're not as of now.
As of now, we're not.
not
going
next
there.
summer, not Labor Day of next summer.
Yeah, that'd be
we should
fun.
do it. It's a whole weekend. It's literally like
That sounds
it's-
delicious.
Whole weekend?
It's barbecue places from all over the
Oh, hell
country,
yeah, I'm down.
and they circle Heinz Field. Like they're all outside of Heinz Field. You just buy like a voucher thing to get in, and then
That's
it's like
sweet.
you go to whatever barbecue place you want. My family and I used to go every year. I haven't been for probably like 5 years now.
There's nothing better than the meat sweats, dude. When you've just
Oh, I know.
eaten so much meat to where you just start feeling like you stink, just like a fucking
just feeling
pig.
like shit.
Oh, dude, it's the
But
best.
like that's you can't beat that.
No.
That's like you have to go there and get your money's worth. I always used to be in awe of my dad. I would think my dad was done. He'd be like, I'm gonna go get a couple ribs from this place. I'm gonna get a couple ribs from this place. I'd be like, this guy's hammering ribs, like not stopping. And my mom would just be like, what are you doing? Like you're gonna feel like shit.
You're like,
but
you gotta drive
you
home.
gotta do that though, right?
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
try to experience them all. Like when you have an event like that, these people are coming from all across the country. You gotta live it up.
Dude, it literally makes me think of Kegler's Unlimited Rib Night.
Holy fuck! I forgot they
I
did
never
that.
did that.
I
Five
forgot they did that.
5 flavors. You got to keep changing and integrating. And normally it was the night that they did like the Huggins or the Holgerson show.
Yeah,
Kegler's was popping, and it was like $14.99 as many ribs as you could eat.
you know, I think I only ever went to that once, and I was with you. I went with you
Dude,
and Daquan.
It's the best, bro. It was so
that
good.
was legit. I forgot they did that.
Wonder if they still. I wonder if they still do.
I bet you they do. The only thing that sucks about Kegler's, dude, is their wings went downhill. They're just like so hit or miss.
I haven't had them in so long, truthfully.
But like it's a good spot. Like it's a cool spot, and you can go underneath and bowl and
Yep.
still get their food while you're bowling.
Yeah,
So like
Yeah.
fucking go bowl a couple strikes, eat some wings, you know? Like
I
you
love
can't
bowling.
beat that. Dude, bowling's fun as fuck.
Yeah,
Dude.
I never bowled there. I should have. I would go below the mountain layer every once in a while and bowl.
Yeah, I did that too.
You know, it took me like 3 years to realize that was down there.
Me too.
I
they
never
have, they
knew it was
have a
there.
bar underneath
The
the mountain,
side
I
right?
pocket.
used to drink there
Yeah,
every
me
once in a while.
too.
Yeah,
Like
but
no one knew that.
It
I
was sweet.
never drank there.
Scope was like, meet me at the side pocket. I was like, what the
Yes,
fuck
the
is
si-
that?
Dude, I took
I was
took
like-
a billiards class at the side pocket. Like right, that's underneath the layer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Took a
That's
billiards
sweet.
class there, a PE class, and I would be able to get beers at the bar that was right
See,
like on the other
I
side of the
always
side pocket.
wondered that because me and my roommate's good friend had bowling class, and we would like skip class to go drink and watch it and bowl
watch your
next to them. Yeah,
class. Dude, like
what a time!
what a time, seriously.
Is the Rose Bowl still open?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We should start. We
Dude,
should
I
do
would.
a bowling
I
team.
think bowling would be
'cause
fun.
Mike
Like,
does a league,
Dude,
right?
yeah, they do league. They do league nights. It's like Wednesday nights.
I
For-
love-
for men. We could enter a fucking juice
Yeah.
box team.
I
think would
literally
stink,
make
though.
shirts.
I would.
Yeah.
Dead
I don't care if
ass.
we would suck.
I
don't
would
care if
make
we suck.
sure to be home every Wednesday at all costs.
Dude, that would
for
be a
that.
really good time.
We'd
I'm
make
not
sick
even kidding.
shirts.
I'll get us signed up.
Bowling
Dude, I
shirts.
love bowling.
because I need something to do during the week
I love bowling.
in wheeling, like some activity to get through the week.
Dude, if we
To look
say
forward
we're
to.
gonna do it, I will do it.
I'm not kidding. I'll sign us up.
How much are bowling balls? I want to buy my own one.
I don't know. You have to Google that one.
Dude, what?
Get-
We'll
Google
just
that
get
one.
smoked.
I'm getting my own
probably.
bowling.
Probably, but like here's the thing.
I don't care if we
Uh,
lose.
Sean Draginski started bowling in the men's bowling league there like 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago now,
the
right?
short ones.
And like he wasn't good at bowling, but after playing in it now every Wednesday night,
He's nice.
he's fucking got good at bowling. Yeah.
Dude, look at these. Look at,
Oh
of
my-
course they
that's
have a
not
Barstool
bad, dude.
bowling ball.
$150.
Look at the skull, bro.
Dude, if I can, I'm get. Oh man, I gotta.
I'm showing up with the $50 Amazon.
Yeah, I was gonna say
one.
No, I'll get- yeah.
$57.92. You
I'll
can't
get
beat
that.
that. What an odd
If I
price.
can pick like my own color, and I'll name it.
getting
I'll name
ripped
it.
by all the
I'm just
regular
saying,
old
name
men.
it Jupiter.
How sick could like if we made some juice box like bowling tees? They'd
Like
be
the
sick.
button ups
Yeah. This
is
with
a-
the names.
This is
on 'em.
actually getting my blood flowing a little bit.
I think
is
this
exciting.
I
me
think this
right
is gonna
now.
happen.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm not kidding. I will.
We
be
have to
there
make
every
sure we make
Wednesday.
Yeah.
5 shirts though for Tiggy. One's for Tiggy Nation and
Oh,
Spirit.
for
I
sure.
always make something for Tim.
How many
spirit.
people are on a bowling team though?
I think you can do. I don't know. I don't
I
even
can
wanna
literally
sound
see it now. Like 30-year-old JT, like coming home from work, putting on my bowling shirt.
Honey, I got
Honey,
bowling.
honey, we got a match tonight or whatever they're called.
Have you ever
game.
seen the Big
I was
Lebowski?
about to say the
That
scene
movie
for the
is
Big
so
Lebowski.
fucking funny.
Dude. He pulls a gun on the dude. He's like, "Mark it as 0." He's like, "This is league play or whatever.
It's league play.
This
Like-
is league play."
The
like
breakup.
the breakup
Yeah.
with Vince Vaughn,
Vince Vaughn and fucking
Ralphie.
Ralphie.
Yeah,
Or fucking, there's a great bowling scene in "She's Out of My League."
Yeah.
It's like, fucking roll then. And then he runs up behind him and just hits his ball with the other
Dude,
ball.
yeah. Dude,
Dude,
that's
hilarious.
awesome.
But I'm going to backtrack to my favorite sandwich.
Yeah,
I was
there
going to
we
say,
go.
can we go back to the
There we
sandwiches?
go.
Because I never got to name it.
Wait, real quick. We got to fit our fingers for these bowling balls.
Yeah, you got to get fitted.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna say I eat the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A a lot. It's probably my number 2 sandwich, but I think the best sandwich I've ever had, and I can only get it once a year, is the Giovanni sandwich at the Italian Festival.
Nice pick.
If anyone doesn't know what it is, it's Texas toast, and then it's not a burger patty. It's like an Angus steak patty. It looks like a burger patty, but it's not like ground beef. And then it's like a red sauce with peppers, like bell peppers or sweet red peppers or whatever, and a slice of American cheese.
Okay, yeah.
And they're bomb.
I've always been like family partial to the Sons of Italy, so I've never strewed away. But man, that's
Do they have one? They have a Giovanni?
No, I don't. Not that I know of. Just regular
So
hot sausage.
TJ's
Ooh.
actually makes one, and they call
That's
they
where I
call
have
it the
heard it.
Giovanni. And like it's still pretty good. I'll get it there, but it doesn't beat the original. But you want to know who has one that actually really close to that original is the Varsity Club in Morgantown.
Oh, really?
They have one, and like instead of using the steak patty, they actually use like chopped up steak that like you would get in a cheesesteak. It's bomb.
Dang.
Fucking bomb.
I'm going to name drop
I want a
here.
sandwich.
Have you guys had Elm Grove subs yet?
No.
One time.
I've had it.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so shout out them.
I'm prepared to say I think my favorite sandwich is the buffalo chicken sandwich from Permanis.
Really?
I love that sandwich.
Those are good.
Aren't they very
Those
good?
are very good.
Very good.
I'm trying to think there's a lot of places that make a good buffalo chicken
There's a
sandwich.
lot of sandwiches that I like, but here's my problem. Like, I like everything. Seriously, like, I don't think I've eaten a sandwich where I'm like, I don't like this. Like, I could eat a sandwich anywhere. Like, I love Subway. I get Subway all the time.
like
Oh,
Subway.
see, that's where you lost.
That's
me.
what I mean. Like, so many people like
love
don't
it.
like Subway.
I can't go to the Grove one though.
I'll go get a nice turkey
No,
sandwich.
no.
Nice turkey sandwich with some lettuce and mayonnaise and tomatoes on there. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever eaten.
Subway grosses me out now. Like I ate it a lot in college. Like that one down there on Beechhurst,
Fuck yeah.
across from the fucking smoke shop. I ate that Subway a lot. But it's like one of those things. Like you get some of those things in life. Like you overate that thing
Yeah,
for so long
that's
to
true.
like now it almost triggers like a sickness in your body.
Yeah.
Like
they
it grosses me out.
They sucked me back
But-
in with their wraps though, and
Oh,
now
they make wraps now.
Oh, I've never had one of those.
now they do these fuck, I don't even know what they're called, like toasted kind of sandwiches, like not the normal subs when you get it toasted. It's like a specific kind of sandwich.
A panini.
That's it.
Oh, nice.
Like they do like panini
Panini,
style
that's
so they,
sandwiches.
good.
they do presses. They
Press.
I like a
presses.
nice panini style.
and they're fire. They're fire.
You can't beat a good panini.
Love pulled pork sandwich though. That's right. That's easily my number 2, no doubt.
My
Love
problem
pulled
is,
pork
is I
sandwich.
see
yeah.
food and I'm eating.
That's what I feel, especially the sandwich. Like I love sandwiches.
Unless it has black olives. Ugh.
Ugh, fuck that.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like olives.
Fuck
And then like a
olives.
nice like
black olive.
Italian sausage. Like, oh, now I'm hungry. Now I need a sandwich.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, this is gonna be very controversial. I had the worst food experience of my life yesterday.
Oh, where? Okay, let's go.
Everyone, it's gonna give me heat, and they had before, and I liked it the last time I had it.
Oh, I'm nervous.
After
nervous
hating
too.
it, so I gave it another try, and now I'm done. It stinks. Patsy's Pizza, never eating it again.
Really?
Now I'm done.
Really?
Yeah,
You're throwing in the towel?
So
I'm
here's
throwing in the towel.
okay. Tell what's why.
Okay, well, first off, it takes 45 minutes. Why does it take so long?
Mm-hmm.
It's exact same for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
or you get extra cheese.
True.
It should
It's
be. It sh-
actually solid.
It should
point.
be an assembly line, okay? So that's
solid point.
first. So then I get there. My mom calls me, said, "We're gonna get this. Can you pick it up?" So I go, and there's nowhere to park in the lot because you can't go inside. So it's like packed, and I'm in there for 20 minutes waiting. And then, like for people that like obviously don't know where I live or the geography of the Grove, I live 45 seconds from the Carlos.
Yeah.
I could put a car in neutral and probably make it to the Carlos. It's cold when I get home. How is it cold?
Seriously?
Yeah, that's wild.
Sounds like you're just having bad luck.
But
'cause
but
I just got it last Friday night. It was bomb.
I'm
Really?
telling you
Yeah, it
though,
was very good.
I grew up big time Elm Grove, DeCarlos / Patsy's, whatever you want to call it.
Don't do it.
Big time, like that was our favorite thing when we got when we were kids.
Don't
like when
do
mom
it.
and dad were like, "We're going to get Elm Grove DeCarlos." Like I thought it was Christmas,
better.
and I was
Sure.
like, and I've loved it forever. But my allegiances have changed to the downtown
Yep.
DeCarlos. It is exponentially better than Elm Grove.
It's crazy.
And this is specific to me, and not really like a hate of them, other than I don't like their pizza. But so I ate the pizza, and then I went and had a couple beers to watch sports, and I thought I was gonna die. How bad a heartburn I had that night.
Oh yeah,
Like I did not sleep at all.
nice red
Like
sauce.
yeah. So I'm done. I'm not eating it.
See, that sucks. I mean, to each their own. I'm a big fan of the square pizza style
I
in
love it.
general.
Love a nice square.
I mean, like downtown DeCarlos is good. Patsy's is gonna still remain my favorite. I like Zontini's a lot in Ferry.
That
They got a
Zontini's
nice-
is fire.
That got a
It's so
nice
good.
crunch. Nice crunch.
Zontini's is great.
Their sauce. It's the sauce.
It is.
For me.
The sauce
sweets.
has a great fucking taste to it.
Love it.
Apparently, the guy that owns Zontini's was a long time Elm Grove DeCarlos employee.
Really?
Makes
That's
sense.
what
That's
somebody
awesome.
somebody told me that.
And
Good
I,
for him.
yeah,
I
good for
thought
him.
of the name, and right in Little Washington, there's a place called Ozo's. That's really good too. Same style.
Ozo's.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I think there's a place in Morgantown now that does the square pizza. It's called
Really?
Lefty's Place or something like
See,
that.
I heard of that.
I've heard of that
I've never
too.
been there.
I've never
And-
been there.
Everyone, my sister lives in Morgantown, well, on the outskirts, and she said like her and my nieces, my brother-in-law, they're obsessed with that place. Like they say that the wings are like best wings in town, like best pizza. Like they say everything they have is like the best in town.
Damn. Damn.
So
I have to give
Damn.
it a whirl.
gonna have to fucking check that place out. Right?
Yeah,
After
definitely.
bowling, we'll just have to drive to
Drive
Morgantown.
to Morgantown on a bowling night.
Dude, I literally got like excited thinking about a
Like,
bowling.
nope, I
team.
can't. It's bowling night.
Yeah. I haven't got excited for anything in a long time.
Sorry, you got to work on the house tonight. Well,
Nah,
I can't. I'm
got a game.
bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is it? A game? A match? Like,
I
do you have a match? A game?
So I don't. I would assume like leagues go basically like it's kind of like a standings type thing. Like I don't think you match up against anybody.
oh, you're
on-
just bowling with your team.
you bowl with your
that-
team,
that
and
makes
then like you
sense.
go for like a season.
Yeah,
and then it
okay.
like compiles like what I would assume everyone scores at the end.
That makes
See-
and
that
then
makes
you
sense to
probably
me.
have a playoff.
you
Yeah.
could
See,
can
that would
be
be
you
cool.
could be completely right because I have
Oh,
no
I'm
clue.
probably wrong.
But the way I think it would be sick is what if it was like one-on-one team style. You had 4 people to a team, and it was like a scramble. So the best bowl.
best bowl of the round.
I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I
But
would
that
want
I'd
to go.
rather
I'd
just
wanna
bowl
go
with my
nervous.
Yeah.
I'd want to
Be
go
sick.
head,
You'd be
head
like,
to
"Fuck
head,
you."
4v4 each round.
Yeah. I would rather all of our shots count, even though I would
Wait
suck.
till you see my
Oh
score
no,
then.
I'm not good, bro. I'm not good at bowling. I just think it'd be more fun and more engaging, like if it all counted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Dude.
I'm sorry, I'm not going there to do the flashy shit either. Like,
No.
I'm never gonna try to put spin on my.
We're
going to
fucking
win.
roll.
I'm trying. Honestly, like I want to. Yeah, I just want to throw it as hard as I can and crush. The
and
pins.
crush some.
That's what
pins.
I want to do.
Dude,
I want to hear the
That's a satisfying
noise.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I
That's
want
a
to hear the
satisfying
noise.
And you
Yeah.
have a walk back too. so
Yeah.
you kind of like hit something going
What
back.
if
Yeah.
what if we're dead ass just nice?
dude.
What if?
Just like
After
one
a
of those
while, it's
untrained
possible.
talents.
What if,
See, Jake,
what if we're
hear
just
me out,
sick
Jake, hear me
and,
out.
and we're like the biggest bowlers in
Jake,
the tri-state
Hear me
area?
out, Jake. Bowling would be a game you would be good at.
Dude, I love bowling.
You're good at cornhole. You're good at little shit like that.
And I'm a lefty too, so
Yeah,
I
so
have the natural.
I think like if we got a rhythm going, like we could be good at bowling.
Yeah,
We-
and
we-
I have to just say something. You know who would put our? I think he's right about you,
Yeah.
but you know who would put our team over the top?
Let me think.
This is easy. Think of the one person you know that's good at all those bullshit fucking games.
Neil.
Not Neil. Fuck Neil. No, I'm kidding, Neil. I love you. Like, think of who's good at fucking darts, cornhole, stupid shit like that.
Do I know the person too?
Yeah,
I'm
He-
dead ass
He's a
blanking.
JuiceBox member, JuiceBox Incorporated.
I'm literally dead ass blanking.
It's Sith.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
yeah.
Sith would be
He
nice.
would
yeah.
be a nice
He
fucking
would.
bowler.
And then he would just
Guaranteed.
turn around and walk back.
Yeah, all fucking goofy. Like,
I'll-
is he gonna move to Wheeling? Or
I know.
what?
I
don't
miss
know.
Sith. Shout out Sith. I know you're listening. I love
He'd
you.
be like, oh,
Happy belated birthday.
He'd be like, oh, I just was at the gym hitting quads, just bowled a 300.
Just bowled a 300.
We need to
Dude,
clip
my
that
boy bowled a
entire
320
section
That's not
Yeah.
after our first game because it'd be like they were not very good.
Dude, I'm very
They-
pumped.
Dude, and cut to just like a black screen with words. The JuiceBox squad did not do well that night.
They did practice at all, showed up half drunk, and were not very good.
play
I
that
heard-
play that song they played at like the end of every freaking early 2000s sports movie, like at the end of Coach Carter. Oh, I'll show you when we're done. And it would just be freaking priceless.
I just have this song in my head where it's like,
no, it's like that song.
I do not know what you just said.
You will when we're done.
Show it to me again.
JT, this
I
one.
will. Yeah, that one. That's the one. Hold on, I gotta find it now. Keep talking.
Well, dude, yeah, I wanted to ask
What?
because this weekend, Major Harris's number gets retired.
Yes.
How was the stadium last Saturday? Did you go in the
yes,
game?
absolutely.
There weren't a lot of fans there, but it seemed loud.
Let me tell you. So we're in there. The band's playing pregame, whatever. Not a lot of fans, at least on the student side of the stadium. Not very full. I didn't really ever turn around and look behind me. But yeah, stadium not really full. We get to about halftime. Stadium's pretty full.
Okay.
I mean, a lot more full than, but not sold out, but a lot more full than before the game. So I think it was just a combination of the rain and stuff that just like kept people away, or like made people just kind of like take their time doing everything. But I'll tell you, by the end of that game, the place was rocking. It was fucking loud.
You want to hear something funny?
Let's hear it.
So we were gonna go to Mountain Mamas to watch it because some of us didn't go in, and then everyone was like, we heard it was super crowded, so we were like, screw that, we'll just go to Applebee's. So we went to Applebee's. We thought this was a great idea. We get our seat. We're all excited, get our drinks. They didn't have the game on.
what?
They didn't play the game. They didn't have ESPN Plus.
So we're in like ear length of the stadium, and we couldn't watch.
We are
couldn't
across the
watch
street
game.
from the stadium, and Applebee's doesn't have the game on.
That is hysterical, but unfortunately, that is like such a situation that happens to so many West Virginians because they can't
Yeah.
even get internet.
Well, it's not even that. It's just the ESPN Plus era, dude. So many people still, like older people, they don't know what fucking ESPN Plus is. They turn on their cable to ESPN expecting to see the game. Like, I'm
Dude.
sorry, I'm just not a fan. I am not a fan of ESPN Plus. I just don't know if there'll ever be a
Yeah.
time
It was
where
just
I
like a
can
money.
support
It's
it.
just a money
Yeah.
grab.
It's so funny because I set it up on my grandma's TV for her, and she thinks she's so fucking cool when she watches the game. She'll talk to relatives that don't get it, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just watching the game on ESPN Plus. Jake set it up for me." Like she
Well,
loves it.
can we talk? Did you watch the game?
Fuck yeah.
Can we talk about again ESPN Plus? Because I rewatched the game the next day.
Mhm.
Horrible commentators.
Dude, it's the worst.
It's ESPN Plus.
It's ESPN Plus, and that's why I asked about hockey however many episodes ago. How's the hockey commentated? Is it the local
I've
commentators?
only watched one Pens game on ESPN. Or actually, no, I haven't watched a Pens game on ESPN Plus yet. Season opener was on actual ESPN,
because there's
and it was good.
There's
it was
an
good.
extreme amount of hockey games on ESPN.
There's a lot
Plus
now, and apparently, if you're out of market, every Pens game is on ESPN
Oh,
Plus.
really?
I think so.
See that? I like it. So I like TNT a lot too. The one game a week I watch on TNT.
I haven't watched a game on TNT yet. Has it been
You
good?
got Wayne Gretzky, and then you got like Biz.
Is
on the other
Biz? I
side.
heard Biz is
Yeah.
on there.
He's
It's
good.
so funny, dude.
He's good. Yeah, I like it.
When they gave him the 20-second shot clock and Gretzky comes from the clouds, he's like, because Bissonnette's just like, I'm not going to be able to say what I want in 20 seconds. And Gretzky from the top rope, he's just like, well, you should be used to it. That's how long your shifts were. Oh, Gretzky
Yeah.
just mic
That's
drop.
awesome, dude.
They like set up a power play one time too, and they're like talking about what's going to go on. And Gretz is like, "What's going to happen here?" And Biz is like, "I don't know. I was on the power play."
Yeah. I never
Like, I
played
don't
on
know.
the power play. That's just awesome, dude. Like,
Dude, that's
that's
hilarious.
great stuff right there.
They
I
knew
need
what
to
they were
I need
doing.
to watch a TNT broadcast then. But I will say Penn's season opener against Tampa Bay. It was on ESPN, and it was good. I thought it was good.
Well, that gives me hope because I know, like, even the WVU basketball games on ESPN Plus, it's one of those situations where I just like have the volume.
You know exactly who we're gonna get.
Yeah, that one dude from
It'll be
Baylor.
the Baylor guy. And
Oh,
whoever.
I can't stand that dude.
He's so bad.
Like, he sucks so bad.
But dude, I'm telling you, I said it on Hits and Picks. I'll say it here. If we win this weekend, there's a big chance we can finish 8-4 with the rest of our schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, dude, the team. I've been frustrated all year. Don't get me wrong. It's a constant battle of back and forth. Like, what should we do? With the quarterback situation, this and that. But like, in the grand scheme of things, yes, it's kind of disappointing. But you're right. We can finish very strong, and we fully have the potential to. We can easily. No, I don't want to say easily. That's the wrong word. But like, there's easily a chance that we can beat Oklahoma State.
Dude, and it's crazy. Daggy's the leading passer of the Big 12.
That is,
Yeah.
when I saw
Really?
that, yeah.
Dude, I had to fact
Wow.
check it. I thought it was a joke. I'm like, there's no way this
Yeah.
is right. He's the leading passer in the Big 12.
Yeah, I mean, last week's game was awesome. Don't get me wrong.
You going Saturday?
Tentatively, I'm waiting on a text back if I will have 2 tickets available for me or not.
Game will be crazy.
So, yeah, well, I mean, when everyone hears this, the game will have already happened. But I think it's going to be a fucking sick atmosphere. It's a big game. They're
Yeah.
a top 10 team now, right?
I think, 10 or 11, and they're retiring Major Harris's
They're
number.
retiring Major Harris's number, and by extension, retiring Pac-Man Jones's number because they wore the same number.
Fuck yeah.
So, I mean, this is a big deal.
Dude, and I saw fucking Major Harris, and I can't remember who the other guy was. They made like a rap
Yeah.
song.
I
That was
saw
awesome.
you retweet that.
I was like, this is the coolest thing. How did I just literally learn about
It's literally so like 1980 something.
It was incredible. I listened. It was like a 30-second clip. I listened to it like 7 times in a row.
dude. That was funny. Very funny. I saw you retweet that.
So shout out them.
Shout out
and,
WVU football.
Yeah.
And let's not shout out Voice of Morgantown.
Fuck no,
No,
dude.
yeah.
Fuck them. Did you see their article they wrote today?
They're
No,
our number one sworn
Pure,
enemy.
Bro, I don't
pure
think-
fucking slander. Like, shut your fucking mouth.
I don't think any of you guys saw that we went back and forth at each other a couple of times.
they actually responded to you.
Yeah.
I didn't see
He
any of
responded a
that.
day later and said, "Oh, another jealous podcast, huh?" And I said, "Did it take you a day to think of that comeback?" Because he didn't reply till a whole day later, and then I can't
Why
remember
did
what
I
he said.
see that?
I feel like because when you comment, do you guys follow them?
No.
No.
I think
fuck.
like when you sometimes comments get lost, they don't show up.
Well, they do a good job of hiding their fucking
Yeah,
comments.
that's all.
They do.
Maybe that's what he did. I don't know.
Wait, so dang, fuck them, dude. Like on every single podcast episode, they're our sworn enemy. They're our first number one enemy. In the
Literally,
state.
they wrote an article, I think it was today, about how you shouldn't take the media credentials seriously because they're a joke, while simultaneously writing an article that makes them a fucking joke. And that's the whole reason why you'll never get media credentials and be taken seriously, because you write articles like that.
Can we
No,
clip
that's-
it?
Wow, we don't have media credentials.
Yeah,
Can we
like,
clip?
no,
Can we
they
clip
had to
this?
they had to preface the whole
Yes.
article with
Write the
a
time.
spiel about how media credentials don't really mean anything. Just you had to preface your article with that because you knew the article you were about to write was just pure fucking trash. Like, it was
Yeah.
horrible.
Being verified on Twitter doesn't mean anything. It's
It-
stupid.
It was a joke, dude. Like, why you don't need to write a piece like that? Like, at this point this season, how can you even call yourself a WVU fan? Like, just shut the fuck up.
And then they
You can't even fucking give credit when credit's due. Like, that's so frustrating to me.
And it made me want to shoot myself in the face because some prominent sports account that's on the up and up called like Boom or something or whatever voted them like the best social media for WVU in Morgantown, and it made me sick. Made me fucking sick.
Whatever they do, like, I don't know how much money they're spending, but like, they're spending a good amount of money to make sure that like they are the only WVU like media outlet that shows up on Facebook. Does anyone notice that?
We should like make a fake WU podcast and just do clips. Like do like a 10-second clip of us and then like put it on social media. like what they did with Adis, but it just doesn't exist.
That would be
Yeah.
so fun, dude. And we could just be like,
I'd have links to just to go to us, go
Yeah.
to the JuiceBox.
oh my God, that would be hysterical. That would be very funny. But dude, Smoking Musket never shows up anywhere anymore, and they have like double the followers as them.
Yeah.
I don't ever see their stuff.
Dude, I haven't seen the Smoking Musket stuff in years. That used to be the only one I would read because
Yeah.
they were. I'm telling you, like
Maybe they closed down when the
say-
Rusted
like
Musket
they are
closed
fucking
down.
pure trash, but they do a good job of somehow they're paying money to do it. Like whether it's with Facebook ad boosting or whatever, but like they do a good job making sure like they're the only one showing up on feeds. Truly, I don't know how they do that, but
Yeah.
whatever. But the only other one that shows up is that there's like 24/7 Mountaineer Sports or whatever.
Yeah.
That shows up sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, Vom. Vom. I'm not even gonna say your goddamn name.
Vom makes me vom.
Fucking Vom. Fuck him.
Vom makes me vomit.
I wish I would have saw the back and forth. I would have.
It was really short.
but I
like,
gladly would have hopped in.
yeah, and then like he said, "What's your beef?" or something like that, and then I just said something stupid back.
You
Like,
should have been like, our beef is that
If-
you fucking
bro-
make fun of our bald head
Yo,
iRacer.
because to be honest, at the time, this was right when everyone started talking about it in the group, and I was like, and I just tweeted them, and then I didn't even know what we were mad about, so I didn't even know what to say back. I just was like, "Oh, they're pissed at this guy. I'm gonna
Like,
tweet."
"Aw, fuck you.
Yeah,
man."
that's literally exactly why.
No, they were making fun of Hank because Hank always goes at him about the articles that they write, and they were making fun of Hank saying like, "Oh yeah, dude, good luck in your iRacing career, blah blah blah," and like it probably really pissed Hank off because Hank's been doing that forever.
It definitely struck a chord.
Which
with it.
rightfully
it
so.
did.
Fuck them. They don't know what they're talking about,
They're
dude.
trash. Like then they were saying like good luck with your hobby. Like, dude, what you are doing is a hobby.
That's
You're a
what's- yeah,
blog
that's
writer.
funny.
Shut the fuck up. Like you just said in your fucking article you wrote today. You don't have any actual media credentials. Shut the fuck
And
up.
I guarantee you couldn't beat us in bowling, bro. Let's
That's what I
call
was
it
gonna
how it
say.
is.
Challenge him to a bowling match.
Call it how it fucking
Catch
is.
us on the lanes, bro.
catch us on the lanes, bro. No
Dead ass.
bumpers. No bumpers.
I mean, I'm so excited for the media coverage and everything that's going to come with our bowling career.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm honestly gonna call the Rose Bowl as soon as we're done recording.
Dude,
But
I'm
no,
so
yeah,
excited.
yes. I think
But-
that's a great way to close it out. Or we have more.
Well, no, I was just saying there's a couple things. The
Well, fucking
the
fuck me.
Rogers thing's funny.
Yeah, I love the memes.
The lie or like I haven't seen any of the memes though, unfortunately.
Well, he lied, and then today he goes on the Pat McAfee show, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I've been dealing with it. He's like, I called my best friend Joe Rogan, and I've been taking everything that he's been telling me, like zinc and all of this stuff, and was dead serious about it. And then that's when the meme popped up of him laying on the ground and Rogan laying next to him with the fucking microphone in his face.
Yeah, I saw
That-
that one.
that-
That's funny.
okay, I saw that one.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So
He was being serious though.
No, he was being dead serious. He's like, I called Joe to get advice because he went through it.
Do you think he's
himself.
going to see like sanctions from the NFL for lying about being
Probably.
vaccinated?
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably.
He'll
I'd-
probably get fined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Well, according to him, I don't. He said that like everybody on the team knew he wasn't vaccinated. His coaches did. Like media's known for weeks or months, and he doesn't understand why now all of a sudden.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, they're bringing it up. And then the other thing was, I don't know if you guys saw the Business Insider article published about Portnoy, basically just accusing him of being like a sexual offender.
yeah.
Dave.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but he came out with a very professional reply to it, basically shutting it down and like, it's hard. Those kind of situations are hard.
You really
but-
can't take a side
Yeah.
until you know what happened. It's so hard.
Oh,
It
I'm
is
taking
hard.
a side.
No,
Team
I
Portnoy.
no, I believe I believed him
He-
watching his
he
video
has
because you could tell he was
receipts.
like he was nervous. He was like, I'm like actually scared, like I'm gonna get in trouble for something that didn't happen. Like,
Yeah. The my takeaway from it is he had receipts for one of the things, so we know like it's basically
Yeah.
not true. The first one's a he said, she said, so we'll never know. But where I feel for him is he was like, I'm just worried now because all of a sudden this article is just trying to get people to just come out of the woodworks and say things about me. And it's very hard to defend anybody on a he said, she said.
Yeah.
But
I can't get into what I want to get into.
when they try to monetize like that, or
That
like
was weird.
to advertise that article for people to pay $4,
Dude,
The Business Insider,
fuck off.
yeah, they literally
That's
like
all their articles.
promoted.
Really?
Yeah,
no,
You have
but
to
they
pay, I'm pretty sure you have to pay for all. Their
but they
articles.
cut the subscription down by like 90%
and they said
to get people to
to
buy
read
it.
Oh,
hard
so,
hitting
yeah, they're trying to
articles
fucking
like
slander him then.
like the article against Dave Portnoy.
yeah, it literally
is what it said.
specifically said like subscribe so you can read this article about Dave Portnoy.
That's all it said.
and they cut the price to subscribe.
Yeah.
By a
Okay.
tremendous amount.
That's fucked up.
It was like $1 or
And
something.
like the girl who wrote the article, like Dave said, like his friends that he have that are girls, like a lot of them came to him saying like, listen, this girl's like trying to come around and ask us like if you've ever done anything bad to us. So she's literally just out like hunting, like
Yeah, it's a
already had her story
It's
in
a
mind.
slander piece.
Yeah.
He's known about it for about a year. And I guess the weird thing about it is the person that published the article washed their entire Twitter. They had like 14,000 tweets, and she deleted so many to just make it 400. So he's like, that's weird. And then now there was a screenshot of a 2017 tweet making fun and ripping Barstool. And it's like, so you're going to come out with this opinion piece about me and try to slander my name and then just wash your whole Twitter of anything you've said bad so
Yeah.
we can't pull up past tweets. And then Dave's just been going at the CEO of Business Insider on Twitter, like tweeting all these articles about how he like tips stocks and everything. So it's an all out war right now.
Jesus Christ.
And then I don't know if you saw Tim Dillon. Somebody texted Tim Dillon and was like, dude, I just quit. And this was serious too, I believe, because it was the actual screenshot of the message. It was like, I just quit Business Insider because I wouldn't publish a slander piece about you. So they were trying to do one for Tim Dillon. It's like these people are just trying to make all these articles
Clickbait.
about prominent
Yeah.
people just to kind of get the narrative back to being like the media is where you need to go for all your information. It's
Right.
weird.
And
Pretty
it's all,
scary.
like kind of similar type of people.
Oh,
that are
yeah.
famous.
It-
But side note, what the fuck? He was in Morgantown last night.
Dude,
Yeah, I didn't know anything about
My cousin that's a student went, and he had like a Snapchat of it. I was like, damn, that's Tim Dillon.
That's
I
awesome.
literally saw the tweet at like 6:00 and I'm like, how did I miss this? He's in
Right.
Pittsburgh tonight.
Yeah, it
And
sucks.
I completely missed
Missed
dude.
it by a weekend.
He's so fucking funny.
He's so funny.
He is.
The first time I saw him was Rogan's like election coverage night. He was on there. He was so fucking funny.
Dude, I know everybody probably around the world's watching news, and me and JT are just sitting there watching Rogan, Tim Dillon, and Kyle Kalinske
Yeah.
break down the election.
Yeah,
But
dude, that was solid. I enjoyed that so
it
much.
was awesome.
Playing
Yeah.
fishes and talking about
Yeah.
politics.
But I don't know. You guys have anything else?
That's nope.
Has it been a time?
I was looking up custom bowling shirts as you were speaking.
Dude, I'm all in. JuiceBox Bowling, here to stay.
Let's do it.
So follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jerry Nixon Jr. And just make sure to follow and subscribe to the JuiceBox Podcast on all podcast apps and social medias. Thank you.
And you can catch me on Instagram at John Theodore Nixon. That's John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. I'm on the JuiceBox Podcast Twitter. That's at the JuiceBox Pod. That's at the JuiceBox Pod. Hashtag Milk Gang. You already know, 8:30 a.m.s on Fridays. Follow us on Facebook, the JuiceBox Podcast. We are not the diabetes, the JuiceBox Podcast.
Follow me on Twitter at Bubba Slider. I don't post good pictures on Instagram, but read my blogs at the Juicebox Pod. And tell me if they comment, tell me if they suck or whatever.
Yeah, give the man some honest
Let's get some
feedback,
comments.
okay? You can catch me on Instagram at Zarly Price. I'm on Twitter at PokeyZar, and that's ZAR.
Z is in zebra, A is in apple. Are you seriously reading VOM's slanderous articles?
R as in Reebok.
Fuck Vom.
Bye-bye.